Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Falcons on Sunday night.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Heineke now. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The left side completion to Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And this one complete to Reed. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 44, Love had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. On third down, Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Heineke. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Love from the gun on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Love. A check down here to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
On play action, Heineke.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
That's just kind of a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Rashawn Gary coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Heineke.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now the Packers get set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To try again after the sack. Heineke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. On second and 10, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. First down, Heineke. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Heineke. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
first and 10, it's Robinson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On 2nd and 9, Heineke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 27.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Heineke to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Heineke.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
An inside give to Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Love. This one swung out here to Jones. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love got Dobbs over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a couple. Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Love now to pass on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that hits the right upright and carries away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, They don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
To throw again on second down, Heineke. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Devontae Wyatt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, short throw, caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Completes it to Miller. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Heineke got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Heineke. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Scotty Miller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing again on second down. Love. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Again, it's Jones. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Heineke now.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the San Francisco 49ers who are moving on to the next round as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Up the middle, Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Heineke on first down.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on second down.
Heineke. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing. Heineke. Got his man. It's London.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's Heineke. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Heineke.
Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
On 3rd down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Heineke.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Heineke. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Falcons!
Mac Hollins
from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons use the short field to get in for 6.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lorenzo Carter, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A give to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it, buying time to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down throw for Heineke. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Heineke to throw it. This is Miller, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on second down. Heineke. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Heineke. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st and 10, Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
After the sack on 1st down, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
And he
he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
First down, Love to pass.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 8.
Love.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw.
He finds Watson, complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Falcons ready to take over.
And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start with the option. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know, we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Robinson on a give right side.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is third down and 12. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second down, Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Heineke.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Heineke
toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Love now. And this one complete to Reed. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Love.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Love. And that incomplete nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10.
Able to find Melton.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Robinson up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Love. Able to find Jones. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down. Love looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.